Morning, everybody. I'm gonna do a quick walk around. We're getting ready to leave in the truck, so we'll be gone for a few months. Only thing I've seen so far in the frame is this 14 bolt. Let's check into here real good. Nice shock. The back of the cab doesn't look too bad so far, but I don't even know if I can get the other door open. Let's see if we can see everything that's wrong under here. Should be a 205. I haven't looked at it. I took the guy's word for it. See, that's what's wrong with the floor. We got half of a rocker panel here. I'll have to look later. Yeah, that should be turbo 400. Yeah, this cab floor is gone. But it is amazing that the frame really isn't that bad. And then I was nervous about this being a Dana 60 because I thought it had to have a closed-in buckle, but this fender looks good still. Looks like the fender was recently replaced. Door might be savable. Front one, not the back one. But, oh, I thought it had a good windshield. It may be even cracked on the way home. This is a good patina front bumper. I really like that. And there's just something about that. This was following me the whole way home. That's what I saw a lot of my mirror out of, and it looked good. Let's see, I'll have to go back and review later some of the footage and see if this frame's good still or not. It's supposed to have a 400 motor, but I looked through everywhere I could see, and I haven't seen a notch out of the balancer yet. The fender was good, so I might be able to cut it up and use the skin, but I might be able to pull some of that back because the fender's not bad. Hey, how's it going? Let me just show you from here. I'm not going to be able to. That cab mount's all the way gone. This is the rocker panel. So, you know, everybody asks, am I gonna keep it and fix it or redo it? And I ain't gonna be able to redo that. I ain't gonna be able to keep the cab. That was never the thoughts. But it did have a PTO of some sort. And this is how. Now I don't know if this is going to be a smoother ride, because to me these springs look a lot thinner than normal. So we'll have to see on that. But it is weird to have that block in there like the old Fords used to do. She was an old working girl though. They had a pintle hook on the back. Worked the heck out of it. But the goal was to take the Dana 60 out of the front of this and put it in that and make that a four-wheel drive, because that's a beautiful truck. So what I'm probably going to do is get the axle all torn apart and then make sure it's good, you know, ring and pinions all good and stuff, get it all done, and then take one weekend, put it in this. My goal is to never have that truck more than a weekend apart. So it'd be neat to have four-wheel drive. I don't know about the differential. I'll have to see if they're both 411 gears, but then eventually change this to a round eye front end. So I was hoping that front end would be good enough to put on here, but I'm going to do it one piece as I go, one as I go. A weekend, that's it. Put the differential in. We went through and detailed it out. We're still gonna repaint the door panels and stuff. Probably put a different steering wheel in it. But we got these nice seat covers on it. So, yep, mice have been in here. I can't wait to move. Get that door to close right, but the bed is a little more beat up than I'd like, but I mean, at the end of the day, it is a truck. So I got to go through. I thought all this was cleaned out more. I'm gonna have to clean it out. Probably just rhino line the bed. But if that frame looks good, what I could do is build it as the four-wheel drive. I got hubs coming to make it a dually. Then if I have to swap the back end over with this one to make it dually, I might just use that frame, but I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you think? Should I use that frame or this frame? The whole goal, though, is to never make it more than a weekend. Then I got this chassis. I have no interest in owning another Escalade ever again in my life. We paid $3,800, $3,600 to have the transmission rebuilt. Lasted 6 months. I'm done. And then they said the rear main seal's leaking, but the guy that did the transmission said it wasn't. But I replaced the cooler lines, everything. So what I might do, these seats need recovered, but there's so many companies out there that do make nice seat covers. I thought about having this interior. See, with that cab being bad, okay, Matt, picture this. Okay, picture this. Take that cab off, cut it from the windshield down, cut the whole floor out. Take this, leave the Escalade floor and the firewall, and cut the whole rest of it off. Then, oops, man, there's a barking spider out here. But then we could have the Escalade dash, Escalade, all that, the Escalade seats, and then stretch the frame just enough to make it a 4-door short bed. That'd be kind of neat. Not gonna lie on that. That, we're taking the motor out of that, putting it in there, taking that topper off there, putting it on there. That Blazer up there is getting built. Runs and drives right now. Just got to replace the fuel line. I'm going to use the fuel line off of this donor over here. But we're slowly going to get it. Slowly going to get it done. Better put this away so this don't get run over with the lawnmower. Lots of parts. Lots of parts. And I gotta get a hold of somebody. I'm gonna get all these broke down. Use the tires as property markers or something out there in the property. 14 acres. See, I got all these tires that are just pay to dump them. Yeah. Someday I'll get that going. Actually, it goes. I just got to replace transmission again for the 4th time. This gas tank I'm using for my 74 K5 Blazer that we took out to Colorado. I just have to double check that it's good. But even buying this old junk frame, it had the rally wheels that's going on that Blazer up there, and the gas tank I can use for my other Blazer, and the fuel lines are even good. They're soft and pliable still. And I can keep this as a template for when they rust out, dry rot out. But I don't think I'll keep the steering box. That'll be something as time goes on. See, I hate getting rid of this though. This is a solid frame that's never been cut or broke. Maybe I'll just cut the rail somewhere right there and use that, because a lot of frames have broke, and that's a good frame still. Hate to get rid of something good. Oh well, I tried to get the bolts out. they're welded to the bushing. So, okay, gotta go, everybody. Sorry I couldn't get more content out, but that's the 11th Squarebody we have right now. Some are in Colorado, some are here in New York. But gotta go, time to go to work. Gotta fire up that old girl, go to Pennsylvania, wind up in Texas. That yapping in the background's these two guard dogs. All right, gotta go, do the right thing.